It's Sona. I have
Sona.
connect problem. Yes,
Yeah, that's fine.
took my sister's phone.
All right. Okay, that's cool. Who else? Diana? Okay. Senia, Valerie, okay. He or he.
Yeah.
Who's he or he? Sorry. I don't know. Who's he or he?
It's me.
Oh, all right. Is it your first time being here?
What?
Is it your first time being here or no?
Yes, yes.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Not my face. The previous.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Paulina, who's Paulina? All right. Is it your first time being here? All right. Can you please introduce yourself? Can you tell us more about yourself?
My name is Paulina and I'm 17.
Okay. And what are you studying something or not?
Can you repeat, please?
Are you studying something at university?
No, I'm studying at school.
You're not studying. Okay. Studying at school.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What are you going to study at university? Haven't you decided yet?
Not at all.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Who is Alina?
It's me.
All right. Hello. Is it your first time here?
Yeah, it's my first time.
All right. Would you tell me about yourself, please, a bit?
Yeah, my name is Alina. I am 14 years old. I'm from Moscow, and I'm really
From
interested.
Moscow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Okay. Are you a student at university or at school?
At school.
Okay. All right. Which grade?
In 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay. All right. That's cool. Thank you. Okay. I guess I've got to know everyone. Is there anyone else here? We have two Diana. One Diana just spoke to. All right. Who's Sania?
Me.
Hi. So can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is Ksenia. I'm from Lviv. I'm 15 years old and I'm studying at school at 10th grade.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you. So today we are going to talk about your summer. Like, what is your plan for summer? What are you going to do in summer? Has your summer started, or you still have some upcoming exams, or have you planned for it? So first of all, I would like to ask Alina about it.
Ask me.
No, Alina.
Alina. I will say Alina, but I'm asking now Alina. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right.
Okay. So now actually I have exams, so it's I can't say it's summer. It's exams, and actually I have exams till July, and I haven't decided yet my plans. So I guess when I will pass my exams, I will think about it. Probably. I would like to travel a little.
Are you sure now it's possible, like during coronavirus?
I hope so.
Okay.
But maybe not abroad, but around Ukraine.
Yeah, that's possible. Sure. Okay, good. Thank you. Sona, what about you?
I don't decide what I do, but I think
Excuse me. Sorry for interrupting you. You have to say your sentence in another way. You said, I don't decide. Can you tell me that you still didn't do this? You haven't done that yet. How do you say it?
I don't know. Maybe you tell me.
Use present perfect.
I haven't
Decided.
decided
Mm-hmm. About my
about my holiday
yet.
yet.
Yes, now much better. Because when you say I don't decide, it means generally you don't decide about
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
I understand.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Please.
Maybe I'll look for some new job.
Okay, all right, that's good. Fine. So now let's go to Alina.
It's me. Okay, my main plan for the summer is prepare for my exams. Also, I want to improve my English skill, my English speech, and so on.
Okay.
So besides, I want to learn new language, French.
Wow,
I
that's
really
good.
Yeah.
Do you already know some French, or you are going to learn that from the beginning?
I know a little bit.
Okay, that's cool. And why do you like to learn French? What's your main goal?
Why I'm going to study French?
Yes.
Because it's really a beautiful language and I really like it.
Yes, it is indeed. Yes. All right. Very good. Thank you. All right. Who else? Diana.
I'm Diana. Good morning.
Diana or what?
Yes, I'm Diana.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about your plan?
So I'm going to study English in some holidays and study German.
German. Okay. Do you know German now? I mean, do you know some German?
No, I don't know German, but I'm going to start learn it.
You're going to start learning it. Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, he or he? He or he?
Yeah.
I have a different question from you. What image springs to mind when you hear the season summer? What comes to your mind when you hear the word or the season summer? What is significance for you?
Maybe it's the different summer images of my city where I live and some sea, beach, palms. And maybe
Okay.
that.
All right. Okay. What is your favorite season, by the way?
Summer.
Summer. Okay. All right. So good. All right. Now, Polina, please. My question from you is, oh my God. So, how do you feel when summer arrives? How did you feel, in fact, when summer arrived? Did you feel some changes? Paulina?
Yes.
Yes.
Not okay.
You didn't feel?
What?
You didn't feel anything special? Yes?
Maybe I'm happy because school is finished.
Is over?
Yes, school is over and I can spend more time with my family, with my friends.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, good. Yes, you're right. Okay, one more. Valerie, would you answer my question, please?
Okay.
What are your plans for summer, and in what ways is summer the best season for you?
Okay. I'm planning to go traveling somewhere. I wish that I will have a chance to travel in my country, in Ukraine. I'm even not thinking about going somewhere abroad, but it will be cool if I can go to another cities.
You would like to travel to other cities,
I would
right?
like to travel.
Have you decided about the city or not yet?
First of all, I want to go to Kiev,
Mm-hmm.
and also I'm dreaming about going to Lviv. I never was on Western Ukraine, so I really want to see how it's like.
You said I never was. Could you say it in another way?
I've never have been.
I have never been.
I have never been.
To West Ukraine or?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be your first time, yes? What are your
I'm
impressions?
just planning about it. I'm not sure that I will go there, but I want.
You want? Okay, I hope it happens for you. Okay. Who else? Who's Marina? Hello, Marina. Okay, Ksenia.
Yeah.
All right, my question from you is, are there any special events that take place in summer in a country?
Actually, I don't know what events are in the Lviv or in general in our country, but because I don't visit them as many as I could visit, but I wanna visit one, I think. But because of the quarantine, all events aren't in Ukraine. But by the way, I'm planning to go to Greece, and I'm planning to prepare for my exam, ZNO, because I'm at 10th grade, and next year I will be pass ZNO.
I'll pass.
And that's all.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you. I want to ask you, do you see my screen? I've shared my screen with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, that's very good. Now, I'll go back to the summer questions and about your plans, but I would like to, read together. I want you to let's read this story about this girl who will do a very adventurous, activity. I don't want to learn more about what she has done in this story. So we are going to read this small text, and then we will listen to some audio files, and along with that you will answer some questions related to this these audio files or these texts that you will listen to. Okay, so first of all, I would like to ask you some questions before we start. So would like to ask Elena, in your country, are there any charity events to raise money for a good cause?
Actually, I don't know about events, but I know that there are, for example, in Uzhgorod, there are a few organizations that help, for example, for older or for old people, or for
we don't say for help old people, yeah. Or
okay,
raise money for.
Raise money for old people, or for dogs or cats, stray, if I'm not mistaken, right? Stray dogs or cats, and for orphanages for children.
Yeah, all right, okay. All right, so you have some sort of charities. Yes. Okay. That sounds good. Okay, Sona, have you ever taken part in any charity or any raising money for some reasons?
Okay. Listen, I take part in charity, health one, when in university, in our university, yes, it's a company exists.
There is a company in our university. There is a company, okay?
Yes. Ярмарка здоровья. I don't know how English
It's okay. It's a name. You don't need to
yes,
translate it,
its
okay?
name, yes. And we go to the village and осматриваем.
You check.
Yes, check a patient and give them some advice or what they have to do, and where he have to go.
He has to go.
He has to go. Yes, maybe therapist or gynecology or some kind of.
So you will diagnose their problems, right?
Yes, yes.
And that's for free, right?
Yes, it's free. It was 1 or 2 times in months, but in quarantine, of course, we sit at home.
Yeah, this is a very nice activity. That's very nice. I'm actually interested in that. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
okay.
many people are really very glad to because some village don't have some doctors.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to ask Diana. Have you ever taken part in any charity, and what have you done there, if you have participated?
Yes, I have.
Could you tell us more about it?
Yes. In our city was one organization that built a place where children and other people can be together and watch films and do other activities in it.
Okay. All right, thank you. So Valerie, my last question. Have you ever taken part in one? And
Yes.
how much money did you raise?
Yes, I took part in 2 charity events. The first event was for kids without family. I forgot how. Orphaned. We were staying in some places and in the shop, and we are asking for people not to give money, but to buy some things in the shops, like candies, books, toys, whatever. And another event, I organized it by myself. I organized, in Russian, we call it fotosушка. I just find a place and I took some photos. I have connect with people, with photographers, and ask them to take part in this. I've been connected with photographers and they enjoy this event. So I took their works, their photos, and I put it on the rope in a park. So people just came to see on this photo gallery. So it was like photo gallery in the park, and they know that we are raising money for charity. And this time we raised not a lot, but I don't remember how much it was, not a lot, but some money is better than nothing, I think.
Sure, yes. You did a great job. Good job on that. Now, I want to ask you something. Could you tell me, please, past form of put?
Put?
Yes.
Put. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Put. But you said put it.
Put it.
Yeah, so past form of put is put, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. So now we are going to read this presentation or article about Helen Skelton, who agreed to kayak down the Amazon for charity. Now, I'd ask Sania, please.
Yeah.
Please start reading this article. Helen Skelton hopes to.
Helen Skelton hopes to become the first woman to kayak down the Amazon River. Helen Skelton is 26 years old, TV presenter of Blue Peter, a BBC program for young people. She has never afraid of a challenge.
Been afraid
of a challenge. Last year, she became the second woman to complete the 78-mile ultramarathon in Namibia, running the 3 consecutive marathons in 23 hours and 50 minutes. But when Blue Peter decided to do something to raise money for the charity Sports Relief, which sponsors projects in the UK and abroad, Skelton said that she wanted an even bigger challenge. So they suggested that she kayak 3.200 kilometers down the Amazon from Nauta in Peru to Almeirim in Brazil.
Yes, thank you. All right, now my question is, what does consecutive mean? Consecutive
means that one is followed by one after another. Like,
do you know any synonym for it?
Sequence.
Close. What else? Do you know the word continuous? Yes. Continuous is synonym of consecutive. And do you know another form of consecutive? Consequently is the adverb. And so, yeah. So it means continuously. All right, good. Now I'd like to ask Paulina to read the rest of this part. This is very risky trip.
This is a very risky trip. There are no roads, no towns, only rainforest and the river, which is sometimes more than 40 kilometers wide and infested with crocodiles. If she falls ill, it will take around 11 hours to fly her to a hospital.
Okay. If she falls ill, what does it mean, fall ill?
Maybe if she, yes, or catch a cold.
Yeah, to become ill, in fact. To become ill, we say if you fall ill. For example, imagine you are living in a city alone and your mother will call you, will tell you, please be careful. If you fall ill, there is no one who can help you there. So yes, wear a lot of clothes when you are getting out, especially in the winter. Okay, good. So the other word here, infested. What does infested mean?
Full of?
Yes, full of, or means be present. Be present in somewhere, something. Okay, that's called infested. Alrighty, okay, so now I'd ask Alina to read this part. Helen has only been?
Me?
Yes.
What I should read?
This part.
Things complete the sentence with a normal adjective.
No, here. Helen, here. I've marked that with blue. Highlighted with blue.
Oh, yeah, I see. Helen has only been kayaking once before in her life. So she has never training 4 hours a day. Last week, she arrived at the Amazon in Peru. After 2 days kayaking, she made the first of her phone call to the BBC.
All right, yes, good. So, my question from you is, who would I ask? I'll ask Valerie first. So what did Helen do last year for charity?
She took part in marathon.
Consecutive marathon?
Yeah,
okay.
Consecutive marathon in 23 hours and 50 minutes.
Okay, very good. Yes, thank you. I'd ask Alina, what is she hoping to do this year?
She suggested that she kayak 3,200 kilometers down the Amazon from Utah in Peru to Almerim in Brazil.
Yes. Okay, yes. I would ask Sona, what is dangerous about the trip?
There are no roads, no town, and full of crocodiles river.
Very, very full of crocodiles. Okay, yes. What about Paulina? What experience does she have? How experienced she is in kayaking? Is she well experienced, or she hasn't done that very often?
I think she became stronger.
Sorry, I didn't hear you well.
I think she became stronger.
Okay, all right. Okay, so now you see we are going to listen to her phone call. So when she passed a specific amount of distance, or I can say like distance, she called BBC and will report whatever she has experienced. Now you see this picture is her first phone call. This is going to be the second phone call. This is the photos. Now we are going to listen to the first phone call. 151. Okay.
One 1.51.
Yes.
Yes. Is it clear? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phone call 1.
Please, there are some gaps here. So in fact, you have to choose the correct words and you have to put it here. So afterward, I'll ask you like what was in the gap, what was said in the gap.
Okay.
Everything went wrong. I only managed half a day on Wednesday, the first day, and on Thursday we started late, so I'm already behind. I've been suffering from the heat. It's absolutely boiling and the humidity is 100% at lunchtime. I went the wrong way and I had to paddle against the current. I was exhausted. They asked me, "Do you want to give up?" But I said no, because I've also been having a wonderful time. There are pink dolphins, pink, not grey, that come close to the boat. I think that if I can do 100 kilometers a day, then I can make it.
Phone call 2.
Now we are going to listen to the phone call 2. Again, the same concept. You will just listen and then you will put the correct words in the gap.
I've been on the Amazon for a week now, and I've been paddling for 6 out of the 7 days. The river is incredibly wide, and it's very hard to paddle in a straight line. The water is so brown that I can't see my paddle once it goes under the surface. It looks like melted chocolate. I start at 5:30 in the morning, and I paddle for at least 10 hours, from 5:30 a.m. until dark, with only a short break for lunch. My hands have been giving me problems. I have big blisters. I now have them bandaged in white tape. I'm usually on the water for at least hours. It's boring at times, exciting at others. I listen to music on my iPod. I've been listening to "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen to inspire me.
Phone call 3.
I haven't been feeling very well this week. The problem is heat exhaustion. They say it's because I haven't been drinking enough water. I've been travelling 100 kilometres a day, which is my target, But yesterday, after 84 kilometers, I was feeling sick and my head was aching and I had to stop and rest.
All right, thank you for listening. Now, so phone call 1. I'm already
Behind.
What does it mean? I'm already behind. Behind what? No.
Too far to the target?
Well, no, but if you are very behind, you are a little bit far, but it's not the meaning. I'm already behind. No one knows?
When you pass this target or some surface.
No. Well, behind means, for example, you planned that, for example, on Wednesday, you will be in a place, but you did everything very late, so you couldn't reach the place on time, yes? So you're behind the plan. You're behind the plan. Means you are not where you should be according to your plan. Did you get it? Yes. For example, tomorrow you've got an exam. You have to study half of the book, but you have studied 2 pages. So you are behind the plan, right? This is called behind. Okay, I've been suffering. What does it mean, suffering?
To feel an ache.
To feel pain. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? What is the difference between suffering and pain, and ache or pain?
Suffering, it means to feel something bad, like
It was so hot and I feel like I'm burned.
You feel bored?
And no, bored, like burned. The sun was shining, yeah.
Burnt, okay. But not here. I mean, generally, what does suffering mean? When you experience a pain for long term, you are suffering, okay? What a pain, for example, when you feel pain is for short term. Suffering is for long term. So it can be both mentally, physically, but any pain that is for long term, that's suffering, okay? Okay, next gap, number 2. What is here?
Boiling.
Boiling, yes, it means very hot, very hot. And the humidity, what is humidity?
When it's wet outside, like the air is wet.
Is Kharkiv, not Kharkiv, maybe you don't know Kharkiv. Which city in Ukraine is having the highest amount of humidity? What about Odessa? Is Odessa humid?
I guess so.
Yeah, Who has been to Odessa?
I have been.
How was it? Have you been there in summer?
Actually, I'm living in the city which is on the river. That's why I don't feel a big difference between being in my city and in Odessa.
I understand. Okay. All right, let's continue. I went the wrong way and I had to paddle against the current. What is current? Against the current. What does it mean?
Maybe a stream.
So this is the river, okay? She's paddling this side. She's paddling this side, okay? But river is coming this side against her. Yes? So current of river is against the way that she is paddling. So she is going against the current, yes? Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, good. So next, against the current, number 3, gap number 3. What is the gap?
Exhausted.
What does exhausted mean?
Very tired.
Yes, they asked me, do you want to give?
Up.
To give up. Yes, what does it mean to give up?
To stop doing something.
Okay. They asked me, do you want to give up? But I said no, because I have also been having a wonderful time. There are pink dolphins. All right, it's clear there. Now, phone call 2. I've been on the Amazon for a week now, and I have been paddling for 6 out of the 7 days. The river is incredibly
Wild.
wild. Yeah.
Wide, maybe.
Wide.
Yes,
Maybe
wide.
wide. Yes, wide. Okay, and it's very hard to paddle in a straight line. The water is so brown that I can't see my paddle. Once it goes under the surface, it looks like melted
Chocolate.
Yes. I started at 5:30 in the morning, and I paddle. This action is paddling. Yes, when you go forward in a river or something like. Okay. And number 8.
Boring.
It's boring at times, exciting at others. What does it mean? Boring at times, exciting at others.
It means that sometimes it is boring, sometimes it's exciting.
Yes, exactly. What is blister?
I don't know.
Okay, it's when have you ever had a very small shoe and you know it feels very like you don't feel comfortable in them, and if you walk for long hours, some red things will appear in your leg or on your foot. That's called blister. What? Blister. It's like this. Okay. All right. So very good. Now, last phone call. I have been
Very
feeling
very well. And next,
sick.
So I was feeling sick. Okay, yes, very good. All right, down. Okay. Now we are going to listen to the rest of the audio file.
(1.52) Phone call 4.
I haven't had any music for the last 3 days because my iPod broke, so paddling has been getting more boring. To pass the time, I count or I name countries in my head, and sometimes I just look up at the sky. Sometimes the sky is pink with clouds that look like cotton wool. Other times it's dark, like the smoke from a fire, and sometimes it's bright blue. The day that I reached the halfway point in my trip, the sky was bright blue. I'm superstitious, so I didn't celebrate. There's still a very long way to go.
Okay, my first question. Oh my God.
Phone call 5.
What does it mean, superstitious?
When the person believe in different superstitions.
What are superstitions?
Like, for example, black cats, or like this. I don't know how to.
Do you have some superstitions in your culture?
Yes, when a black cat crosses the road, it's like something bad can happen.
It can bring bad luck. Yeah. Yes, that's superstitious. Okay. So, did she manage to finish? We don't know yet, but I'm going to ask you some questions. Sona, why hasn't she had any music for 3 days?
His iPod broke.
Her iPod has broken, yes?
Has broken, yeah.
Yes, okay. Ksenia, what does she do to pass the time?
She counted.
She counts? She counts what? Hello? All right, Valerie, what does she do to pass the time?
She counts. I'm not sure, but it seemed that she was counting trees or something under her head, right?
Yes, and what else? What
And
else?
also she was looking at the sky.
Yeah, and one more activity she does.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, she said that I try to name the countries like all around the world. Okay. Now, Diana, please. Why didn't she celebrate reaching the halfway point?
She was very exhausted.
She was very exhausted, so she couldn't continue. Let's listen to phone call 5.
This week, the mosquitoes have been driving me mad. They obviously think I'm easy food. They especially like my feet. I wake up in the night when they bite me and I can't stop scratching my feet. But I'm feeling happier now than I've been feeling for weeks. I've seen a lot of amazing wildlife this week. One day, I found myself in the middle of a group of dolphins. There were about 6 pairs jumping out of the water. I've also seen enormous butterflies, iguanas, and vultures which fly above me in big groups. Yesterday, a fish jumped into my kayak. Maybe it means I'm going to be lucky. I am starting to feel a bit sad that this adventure is coming to an end.
Okay, so phone call 5. I'd ask Elena, what have been driving her mad this week?
Mosquitoes, because she said that she's not the food, so they can eat her or bite.
Yeah, but she said that mosquitoes see her as a food. So
yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Alina now. Alina, are you here? No,
I didn't hear the 5. Yeah.
You didn't hear phone call 5. Okay. What about Paulina?
Yeah.
Okay, next question. What wildlife has she seen?
She has seen a group of dolphins, enormous butterflies, and some fish that join her kayak.
Yes, very good. Valerie, why is she starting to feel a bit sad?
Because her journey is coming to the end.
Is about to finish, yes.
It's about to finish.
All right, now we will listen to the last part, which is news.
And finally, on the news, BBC presenter Helen Skelton has successfully completed her 3,200-kilometre journey down the Amazon River in a kayak. She set off from Nauta in Peru 6 weeks ago on a journey which many people said would be impossible. But yesterday, she crossed the finish line at Almarim in Brazil to become the first woman to paddle down the Amazon. Here's Helen.
It's been hard, but I've had an amazing time. The only thing I've really missed is my dog, Barney. So the first thing I'm going to do will be to pick him up and take him for a nice long walk.
Okay. So, sorry. I'm going to ask Sona, how many kilometers did she do altogether?
3,200 kilometers.
Yes, thank you. Alina, could you hear this phone call? Not phone call, the news?
Yeah, I know the 9 only.
All right, okay, answer 9, please. What did Helen miss?
He missed her dog, Bunny.
Yes, okay, thank you. Alina now, how long did the journey take?
6 weeks.
Okay, yes. All right, and Sania, please, what is the first thing she's going to do when she gets home?
When she gets home, she took her dog for a walk.
Yes, okay. Paulina, would you tell me, please, have you ever done any adventures sport or any exciting experience similar to her?
Yes, I have one experience when I was in a camp 2 years ago, and my friends and I went to a walk trip for all day, and we saw some interesting places, and we went for about 20 kilometers.
That sounds great. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, we are going to talk about some strong adjectives. Now, since you have noticed in this audio file, she was mentioning different sort of adjectives that they're very, very strong, like exhausting or boiling. These are all adjectives that are very strong. Now, we want to learn how can we make all of these strong adjectives and not using very for modifying adjectives. Some adjectives have a strong meaning. For example, I had to paddle against the current. I was exhausted, means very tired, as you know. I've had a fantastic times. Fantastic means very good. Now, with the strong adjectives, you can use absolutely or really, but not very, because they are already very strong. So, I've been suffering from the heat. It's absolutely boring, but you can't say very very boiling. Yes. Okay. Now here we see, was Lisa's father angry about about the car? Then yes, he was furious. So very angry will be furious. Okay.
Yeah.
What about tiny?
It is very small.
Very small. Terrified.
Very scary.
Very scary.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Very tasty.
Very yummy.
Yeah, and we also can say very nice. Okay?
Nice, okay.
Starving.
Hungry.
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 Yes. Enormous.
Very big.
Very big.
Yes. What else you know?
Huge.
Other than enormous. Huge. Okay. What else?
Large.
What else?
Great.
No. Have you heard gigantic?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, gigantic also. All right, now, when you are too thirsty or very thirsty, how do you say it? Starving is when you are very hungry, but what about when you're very thirsty?
I don't know.
Yes. You are parched. Parched. Do you know this word? Parch. Very thirsty. What? Why it brings parch? Or maybe like with A. Okay, I guess it's written like this, P-A-R-C-H, which means very thirsty, okay? All right, let's go for freezing.
Very cold.
Very cold, okay. Filthy.
Dirty.
Yes, very dirty. Delighted. What do you think? Hi. Very happy. Very happy. Yes. When you say I'm delighted, it means I'm happy. Okay, next, hilarious. Hilarious.
Funny.
Funny.
Very funny. Yes, positive.
Sure.
Sure. Yes, sure. Exactly. Sure. All right, amazed.
Surprised.
Yes, surprised. Yes, exactly. All right, good job. Now, page 104. Aha. So, what do we do here? Aha. So now you're going to ask each other questions, and the other person will answer with a strong form of adjective. Okay. Now, Elena and Sona, please ask her about how does she feel about weather.
Is it cold outside?
It's freezing.
Yes, good. All right, Alina and Valerie, please ask her about is she hungry or not? Valerie.
Are you hungry?
No, I'm not hungry.
No, you have to say yes, I'm very hungry.
Oh,
How
yeah,
do
I
you
know.
say it?
But could you please say me the
Word? Okay, it's starving.
yes, I'm starving.
Okay, yes, thank you. All right, Diana and Alina. Ask her about how was the movie. Was it funny?
How was the movie?
Hello?
Me?
Diana and Alina.
How was the movie?
Hilarious.
It was hilarious. What else?
Hilarious.
What else? How about very good? How do you say very good?
Wonderful.
Do you remember? Fantastic. Okay. Senia and Senia and I don't know who. Senia and Elena, please ask her. Tell her that the room is dirty. Ask her like that.
Filthy?
Yes, Elena has to ask.
I have to ask. Okay. Is the room very dirty?
Yeah, it was filthy.
And how did you feel, Senia, when you saw the room?
It took me 3 hours to clean it up.
And how did you feel after?
And then I feel amazed.
You felt amazed after 3 hours of cleaning? Really?
Yeah, I see. I feel
exhausted.
Tired.
Exhausted,
yeah.
Yes. Like Elena made the room very dirty. How do you feel about her? Sorry, Elena, it's just
it's okay.
She made the room dirty. How did you feel when you noticed that
I
she
feel
made it?
furious.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sona, you saw last night you were walking in the street and you saw an enormous cockroach. Do you know what is cockroach?
No.
Yeah. Cockroach is an insect. I'm scared. I don't dare showing you that, but okay, I'll show you. Please be ready. It's an insect. Okay, it's cockroach. Okay. Sorry. How do you feel about it?
I don't know.
Oh, you are very scared of it. How do you say? You are
Terrified.
Yes, terrified. Yes. Okay. Valerie.
Hi.
Imagine your sibling is getting married. How do you feel?
I will feel so delighted.
What else? You have just got the card, the like invitation card to the wedding.
I will be amazed.
Yes, you will be very surprised. Okay, so I think now all of these strong adjectives are clear for you, aren't they? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask Diana. Have you ever been swimming in a place where the water was absolutely freezing?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. All right, okay. What about Paulina? Is there anything that makes you furious about car drivers or cyclists in your country?
No, they are not.
There are not? There aren't any? Are you sure? Is there anyone here who drives?
I am.
Who? Alina, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Can you answer this question, please?
Actually, while I'm a pedestrian, I'm furious about car drivers who don't want to stop and just let me cross the road. But while I'm driving a car, I like, why are you walking so slow? Go faster. So when I cross the road, I try to do it fast because I know that drivers are really furious because of it.
Yes, I understand. Okay. Next question from Sona. Are there any animals or insects that you are terrified of? I mean, except cockroaches.
A snake.
Snakes.
Really, I really hate it.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah. Okay, so do I. So next, Sanya, what's the most delicious meal you have had recently?
It was pizza.
It's pizza.
It's pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it very much.
All right, I understand. Yeah, it's lovable. Okay, so Alina, is there a comedian or a comedy series on TV in your country that you think is absolutely hilarious?
Comedy Club. Why not?
Yeah, it's the series is called Comedy Clubs.
Comedy Club is the it's the name.
It's a name.
Comedy show. It's a comedy show. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got it. All right. Now, as a grammar part, I would like to talk about present perfect continuous. Do you know what is the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous?
Present perfect is continuous because it contains like.
I mean, the difference between present perfect simple and present perfect continuous.
The action in present perfect continuous is going on, like.
Is it still continuing?
Still happening, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If I say I have worked for this company since 2011, does it mean I'm not working here anymore?
No.
No.
So I said the sentence in present perfect simple or present perfect. So it's still continuing, but I'm saying my sentence in present perfect. What's the matter here? Why it's like that? I mean,
maybe how long we just say.
No. Okay, so let's talk about it. So, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Present perfect is when you talk about an action which is started in the past and is still going on, or results of that action are available at the moment. So when we are talking, we are having some results. Also, we don't know about the time of this action. For example, is it correct if I say this sentence? I have done my homework yesterday.
No.
Why?
Because you said yes. It's because you said yesterday. When we use
how should I say
perfect, I did my homework yesterday. I have done my homework, like, without
without yesterday. Yes.
Yes.
Can I say, when have you been to France?
Can you repeat, please? I can hear.
Can I ask this question? When have you been to France?
I think no.
Why?
But I don't know why.
Because you're asking about time, so you can't say when have you been to France. Yes. How should I ask this question then?
How you been to France? Wait, yeah.
When did you go to France? When did you go to France? Or have you ever been to France? But in this case, I'm not asking about when. Generally, you can't talk about time when it comes to present perfect. You can talk about like frequent, how frequently do you do the action, but you can't ask for the specific time you did the action in the past. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, present perfect continuous is a little bit different in this case and the cases that we use it. Now, I'm going to refer you some examples and then I'll tell you more about it. So the first these examples are for present perfect. We use present perfect for with for and since. They have known each other for 10 years. We use for duration, okay, for duration. Julia has had that bag since she was at university. We use since for a point in the past, okay, to indicate something that has started from a specific point at a time, okay? How long have you worked here? Since 1996, okay? How long has your brother had his motorbike? For about a year. So you see, we can't ask another person about like you can't say when have you started working here, yes? This is wrong. You have to say how long have you worked here or when did you start to work here, okay? So that's past simple. Don't mix these questions up together. Now, we use the present perfect plus for and since with non-action verbs. What are non-action verbs?
There's
what
some
is the
verbs
difference?
we don't need to make some actions, physical actions.
Can you name some of those verbs?
Yeah, sure. They are here on the page, like, have, know.
What
think,
else?
Think.
What about need? Think actually can be both. Can be also action and non-action. So we have two categories, okay? Action verbs are those verbs that there are some physical activities in them, like eating, like running, like walking, reading, listening, and some others, okay? They are all action verbs. Now, there are some exceptions. For example, thinking, as you mentioned. Thinking, if it's a process of thinking, like if you're thinking about something, it can be action verb, okay? If it's just thinking about something or it's an idea, then it's not. It's a non-action verb. What about have? What about have? Possession.
It is non-active verb.
Non-action. Did you know that non-action verbs, they can't be continuous? You can't say I'm knowing. You can't say, for example, I'm knowing. This is wrong.
But I can say I'm having.
Yes, but we can say I'm having. But in what meaning?
Of meaning have.
No, it's not.
Like experienced something. For example,
rest, maybe.
Yes. No,
okay.
No.
Having, if, for example, in this example, I'm having lunch now. Please call me later. I'm having lunch now. Here, having means I'm eating. Yes. Here, having means I'm eating. So if have is presenting an action, then it's action verb. But if it's presenting possession, means whatever you have. For example, you have a phone, you have a laptop, you have a home. These are all possessions. So in this case, you can't add ing to it because it's not mean, it's not in the meaning of an action, okay? Also about like, if it's not any action to it, then you can't add ing to it. All right, so the fact is, for present perfect, if the verb is non-action verb, then you have to make the sentence with present perfect to talk about something which started in the past and is still true. They have known each other for 10 years. So in fact, you can't say this sentence in present perfect continuous, can we? Do you think that this is true? This is correct to say they have been knowing each other for 10 years? Is that correct?
No.
No, it's wrong. Why?
It should be they have known.
Yes, but why it can't be?
Because we can use know with continuous.
Because it's a non-action verb, exactly. We use how long plus present perfect to ask about an unfinished period of time. And we use for plus a period of time, 2 weeks, like, or since, for example, point of time, for example, since 1990. Don't use the present simple with for and since. So never ever use present simple with for and since. Like, they know each other for a long time. They have known each other for a long time, okay? All right, now present perfect continuous has been plus verb ing. Now some examples, I'll read them for you. How long have you been learning English? How long have you been learning English? Learning is action or non-action?
Action.
Yes, it's an action, right? So Nick has been working. Working is an action. Of course it is. Here since April. All right. They have been going out. Going out is an action. Together for about 3 years. Your eyes are red. Have you been crying? Crying is an action. So this is a question in a present perfect continuous. I have been cutting. Cutting. Yes, cutting is an action as well. So we use present perfect continuous with for and since with action verbs like learn, work, go, to talk about actions which started in the past and are still true now. So you see what's the difference? There is no difference in their meaning, but there is a difference in their usage, okay? Sometimes present perfect continuous can represent different meanings in different situations, but in fact the usage is much more important than their like meaning difference, okay? Don't use the present continuous with for, like I am working here for 2 years. This is wrong. How should we say this?
I've been working here.
Yes. Is there any difference? Can I say this sentence like this? I have worked here for 2 years.
No.
This is wrong?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we have the visible results now.
But even if I say it in present perfect, there is a visible result, yeah.
The visible results should be in the present perfect continuous, I think.
It can be both it can be also in present perfect.
Because work is action verb.
Yes. So I can't say that in present perfect? No? Okay, so 2 verbs in English are exception, work and leave. So you can say your sentence both in present perfect continuous and present perfect. There is no difference in these 2 verbs, work and leave. So if I say, I have been working here for 2 years, and if I say I have worked here for 2 years, there is no difference, all right? And also if I say, I have been living in Ukraine for 2 years, and I have lived in Ukraine for 2 years, again, there is no difference, okay? Just for these 2 verbs. Other verbs, yes, there are differences. It means either you are not there, you're not doing that anymore if you say present perfect, and there can be different meanings in different sentences, okay? But not about learning and working. Okay, I hope that's clear for you. Now, we can also use the present perfect continuous for continuous or repeated actions which have been happening very recently, the actions have usually just finished. Okay. As I told you, work and leave are often used in either present perfect simple or present perfect continuous with the same meaning. I have lived here since 1980 and I have been living here since 1980. There is no difference in their meaning. Now let's correct these mistakes, okay? I'd ask Alina to do the first exercise here.
We've had our new flat since 6 months. I think I'm not sure, but
Give it a try.
I think it's it should be a present perfect continuous.
No.
No, it's correct.
Yeah, we've had, so it's possession. It's not like action. It's correct.
Okay.
There is another mistake.
Another? Since.
Yes.
Since for.
What should we say?
For.
For, exactly. All right, good. Next, please. Sona.
Hi, Jackie. How are you? I don't see you for ages. I haven't
Seen you
seen you
for ages.
for
What does
ages.
it mean for ages?
I understand in Russian.
It's for a long time.
I'll translate. Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right, Diana, please. Next, number 3.
How long have you known your husband?
Okay. Exactly. Good. Valerie, next, please. Valerie.
Emily has been a volunteer 10 years ago.
Sorry?
Emily has been a volunteer 10 years ago.
No.
For 10 years without going.
All right, what else can we say?
Emily was a volunteer 2 or 10 years ago.
Oh, we can else, well, also one more, another thing. Emily has been a volunteer since 10 years ago. Okay, good. Paulina, next, please.
Paul does not eat anything since yesterday because he is ill. Paul has not eaten anything.
Yes, so present perfect continuous. Emily hasn't been eating anything since yesterday because he's ill. All right, good. Yes. Sania, next. Hello. Sania. All right, she's in here. Diana, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, please answer.
It hasn't rained since 2 months.
Rained.
Rained. It have been not raining since. Oh, it hasn't rained for 2 months.
Yes, correct. Yes, thank you. Alina, are you here?
Yeah. How long have your parents been married?
Okay. So. Okay.
How long have your parents been married?
Yes, correct. Thank you. Elena, next.
They are having their dog since they got married. Here is have in as a non-action verb, right?
So
they have had Their dog since they got married.
Yes, correct. Good. Next, please, Sona.
I haven't had any emails from my brother for last Christmas. I don't know what. Since
Yes, since
I
last
haven't
Christmas.
had any emails.
Correct. Valerie.
My grandmother lives in the same house all her life. My grandmother has been living in the same house all her life.
Yes, correct. All right, next, please. Alina. You are going to form, like, make sentence with the present perfect simple or present perfect continuous and 4 scenes if necessary. Use the present perfect continuous if possible. All right, let's see. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Diana is answering, or who is answering? I forgot.
I'm here.
All right, please answer. Number 1.
We have known each other since we were children.
Yes, correct. Paulina, next.
The children have been playing computer games for 2 hours.
Correct, thank you. Sania.
Yeah. How about your sister?
This is a question. It's a question.
How long
Uh-huh.
has your sister had that hairstyle for a long time?
No. It's not how long.
Have your sister?
Your sister is?
Has, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Has your sister had that hairstyle for a long time?
Yes, correct. Thank you. All right. All right. So back to Alina, please.
Alina or Alina?
All right, Alina, please. Alina.
Okay, yeah, I'm here. I don't sure, but I will try.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have been loving her since the first day we met.
Yes, you can say that, but also you can say I've loved her. Love is again exception. Okay, next, Elena.
My internet connection is weak yesterday. I think here is like past simple. I don't. But
No,
here is yesterday.
Make it. You can make it. Yes.
With the present perfect.
Yes.
So my internet connection has. Oh, give me a second. My internet connection hasn't worked yesterday.
My internet connection hasn't been working since yesterday. Okay.
My internet connection hasn't been working since yesterday.
Yes. I see. All right, thank you. So when you see yesterday, don't give up. Still, there is opportunity in English that you can make that sentence.
Yes, I gave up.
Yeah. All right. Okay, thank you, Sona. Next.
How long have you been waiting?
Yes. How long have you been waiting? Correct. Valerie.
I have been a teacher for 3 years.
Correct. Paulina, next.
It has been snowing since 5 o'clock this morning.
Sorry, it's. Can you repeat?
It has been snowing since 5 o'clock this morning.
Yes, correct. Thank you. Sania?
Sam hasn't studied enough recently.
Yeah, but that's not true. I've been studying enough. All right. Yes. Thank you. All right. Okay. And Alina with A.
Have you lived in London for a long time?
Okay. What else can we say?
How long have you how long have you been living in London for? No, that's wrong right now.
So
one second. So have you been living in London for a long time?
Yes, correct. Is there any difference in their meaning?
No.
No. What about work?
The same.
The same. Yes, correct. Thank you so much. Now, is that clear for you? Do you have any question?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a question? Okay. What's your question? Hello?
I should ask someone.
I mean, no. Do you have any question related to the lesson or anything that you didn't understand?
No,
No, everything clear, right?
Yeah.
For all of you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we have free discussion for 5 minutes. So we are going to ask each other any question. You can ask each other. So let's just start. Or you can ask me.
Sam, do you have plans for summer?
Yeah, very good question. No, actually, I have no plan currently because I'm very focused on my exam. So I don't know, maybe I really would like to travel to somewhere if I be able to, or going back to home. I'm not sure. I hope so. I hope that everything will be all right by a month later. Okay, thank you.
Sam, where are you from?
I'm from Ireland.
Okay.
What else? You can also ask each other, like, for example, Paulina asked from Alina, Diana asked from Senna. Okay, it seems that you don't like this activity. Then I will ask you questions. If you don't like it, I will ask it. So, I have a couple of questions here. I would ask Alina because she asked me questions. So, would you like it to be summer forever?
No, because I like, one of my favorite holiday is Christmas, so I like to celebrate it. But I like the summer season, so I prefer all of seasons, not only summer, but all of them.
You like all of them. All right, cool.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask Sona. Next question is yours. What is your favorite summer memory?
When I go to my grandparents.
You mean every year, or you mean when you went?
No, the last time.
So?
The last time I was 1 year ago. The last summer. Yes, I go to my grandparents. I went. Yes. I haven't seen them since 11 years old.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yes.
Yes, that's been a long time. All right. Sorry, but I hope that you see them as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Valerie, do you like going to summer festivals?
I don't know any summer festival.
So I'm going to ask you another question. Do you think that summer feels differently to people of different ages?
Yes, sure.
Yes. How does it feel?
There is the best season for kids because they don't have to go to the school. But for adults, it's not so happy time because there is no difference between any season, and because there is no relationship between seasons and work for most of people. That's why they
but
have to
except
work
for
in all seasons.
teachers.
Yeah, most of professions
Yeah.
are people of all most of professions are working during the summer.
Yeah. Do teachers work here in summer?
Not school teachers, but universities teachers. Their holidays are not so long. And if we're talking about some training and training schools and art schools, I think that they are working. Some sports.
Yeah, because I'm asking this because my mother is a teacher. She teaches literature at high school. And that's why she likes summer. She doesn't work summer. Yes. All right, good. I'm going to ask Senia next question. A Swedish proverb says, "A life without love is like a year without summer." Of this quote.
I think it's very useful, maybe quote, because the summer is a season of love. Like it is very hot, it is very happy in this season, and many people like go
instead of very happy.
You're right.
Yes, but it's adjective. It's not like that.
And many people go out at this season, so it's very true quote.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think I connect problem. I can't hear you.
Yes, okay. We've been disconnected. All right, I was asking, what can you say instead of it's a very happy season?
Very fun.
No.
Full of joy.
No. We say very delightful. Delightful. Or you don't say, you shouldn't say very, you say it's a delightful season. Yes?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Or it's absolutely delightful. As I told you, you can't use very with a strong adjectives. Okay. So that's it for this session. Thank you so much for following me all along the session. And do you have any question?
No.
Yes. What's your favorite season?
My favorite season, I like all seasons, but specifically I'd say spring and summer. But I like winter as well, but there is no difference. I just don't like autumn because it makes me feel down. I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, it makes me feel homesick. I don't know why. But it's beautiful, but it's a little bit, there is some saddening in it. I don't know why. It's not as happiness. Like there's no happiness.
In Ukraine, the autumn weather and the spring weather is so cool. So we just stay at home and don't go anywhere.
No, because I have to go to university, so no difference. I can't stay at home and enjoy raining or enjoy the rain. Yes. Okay. That's very good. So we'll see you next time. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.